Hello and welcome back to episode 16 of the Burnley portion of Unknown to World Known, and we're back for the final game of the season. And thankfully, as we enter the final game of the season, we are safe. We are 9 points clear of Hull into the final game. Crystal Palace can still actually finish above Hull. They've had a decent resurgence, however it was very little too late, unfortunately for them. Meanwhile, we have found ourselves secure. Newcastle have qualified for the Champions League despite being 16th. I'm not sure what they've done to achieve that. I assume they might have won something. They've won the Europa League by beating Celtic 5-1 in the final. And we can still finish as high as 15th with a win because Newcastle and Wolves are still within range. However, our game is against Tottenham, so I don't like our chances. Since you were last with us, we had a 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace, a 3-1 loss to Watford, a 0-0 draw with Ipswich. I'd said in the last episode I wanted to win those two games because they were both teams below us. It didn't go to plan, but it was enough. We then beat Sheffield United 2-0. We somehow beat Manchester City 1-0. No idea how we pulled that off. A 3-3 draw with Wolves, and then most recently a 3-1 loss to Leeds United. I believe it was somewhere between the I think it was somewhere between the Sheffield United game and the Man City game that we actually had our survival secured. So there wasn't anything on camera when that happened. It happened as a result of other results. So there wasn't anything for us to have missed. And as I'd said previously, for the game against the big teams, we're going back to our 5-2-3, which has Drakalski in goal, Rogers, Harwood, Bellis, Bevis as the back three, Spence and Wilson Esbrand as the wing backs, Petit as the holding midfielder with Hannibal ahead of him, Gelhardt on the right, Puerta on the left, and Scarlett up front. Free kick for Tottenham, and it's to the far post, and I think Drakalski made a fantastic save in the top corner before Petit cleared it away for a corner. Wirtz is going to send the corner in. He sent in a dangerous free kick. The corner we deal with for now, however, can we nick it? Scarlett does well there. Rogers with a free kick, plays it over the top to the... I'm not sure why we needed to see that, and I'm very scared that it's about to lead to a Tottenham goal. Their keeper goes long, and we lose the header. Ball in behind. João Felix is one-on-one with Drakalski. I mean, that's just not fair. Drakalski makes a save, but somehow it almost goes through him to Akeke. Spence throws the ball to Rogers. He knocks it inside to Hannibal. Gelhardt collects it. Petit on the end. Oh, I thought he'd put that in the top corner. The crossbar is still shaking after that last attempt, but unfortunately it did not go in. And we find ourselves 1-0 down at half-time. Let's see if we can turn it around. Gelhardt with the ball on the left wing. Gets a ball in, but it's cleared away pretty easily. It comes away to Wilson Esbrand, who gets tackled, but he keeps the ball nevertheless. And ball in behind towards Puerta. Scarlett heads it into an empty net. I don't know what the keeper was doing. It might get ruled out for offside. Please don't. Please be onside. Oh. Hannibal on the ball, plays it out towards the right-hand side. Gelhardt takes it in his stride, gets towards the box, knocks it into Petit, and another good save from their keeper. Hannibal collects it, the danger's over. We have got quite a number of yellow cards at this point, so we're going to make a couple of changes. Sarmiento coming on for Puerta. We'll bring Vrank on for Petit. Piqueras on for Esbrand. Lewis on for Spence. And we might as well. We'll bring back T-Star for Harwood Bellis as well. João Felix on the ball in midfield, plays it forward and Wright's got it now. Bevis puts in a good tackle and it breaks for Wright, who puts it wide. Okay, I thought that was going to be their goal to round off the season. It wasn't, but the season is rounded off with a 1-0 loss to Tottenham, unfortunately. However, that was quite a good performance from us for the most part, particularly in the second half, so I'm not going to be too unhappy with that. We survive. We could have overtaken Newcastle, but Wolves won their game in the end, so we could only have finished 16th. And it would be fair to say it was anything other than a decent end to the season. So to round off the season, we'll do a quick review of what's happened. We've got a lot of signings this year, and largely they all did pretty well. I can't really complain about anything. It looks like Hannibal got our sign of the season. The board wanted us to attempt to avoid relegation. We successfully avoided relegation with Dane Scarlett scoring 14 goals for us this season. 96% average home attendance, which is quite nice. In the FA Cup, they wanted us to be competitive. We lost to West Ham in the third round. In the EFL Cup, they wanted us to be competitive. We got to the fourth round and then lost to Liverpool. But I can't really complain about either of those. Our biggest win was a 4-0 win against Cardiff in the Carabao Cup. Match remember was our 3-1 win against Leeds at the start. I'd have gone for our 1-0 win against City that just happened, but you do you, fans. Goal of the season was Hannibal. We're not going to watch it because it's probably not that special. Club reputation remains pretty much the same. Sponsorship goes down a bit. Everything else goes up. Broadcast revenue in particular goes up. And there's our best 11. You can have a little read through that. There's nothing too big there. Fans player of the season was our goalkeeper Drakowski. Young player of the season was Petit. And Gelhardt got most assists with 6. Drakowski with 5 man of the matches. Rico Lewis was Naughty Boy of the Year. So that is the season finished. We are now in 2030. Being honest, I probably would like to move on this summer from Burnley, but it needs to be the right team that comes through. However, with it being 2030, there is a Euros going on, so hopefully that will cause some manager movement and we can grab a new club as a result of that. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Leave a comment. Where do you think we're going to be next season? Will we still be at Burnley? Will we be? It's up to you. How daring do you want to go? Will we be at a Premier League team, or do you want to name a specific team that we're going to be at? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.